Every villain is the hero of their own story. Master Xehanort has always been extremely interesting to me as a character for many reasons, and honestly, I could say he really doesn't have a true downfall. It's just something that I don't like about him personally. However, let's talk about what makes Master Xehanort so great overall. Master Xehanort is amazing because he acts as the ultimate antithesis to everything Kingdom Hearts teaches us. Kingdom Hearts teaches us to rely on your friends, believe in the power of good, work with other people, and what does Xehanort do? He assembles an organization of 13 vessels of himself. He believes that he alone is the only saver of all of creation. He believes that he himself must go to Kingdom Hearts on his own and fix it all and start anew. He's also a person who believes in the exact opposite fundamentals of pretty much every other character in the series. Darkness is typically considered a bad thing, however, Xehanort doesn't care. He uses darkness as his main form of attack, his main form of existence, his main form of everything. And the darkness is what fueled Xehanort beyond anything else within the series, and it was all in order to save the world, or at least that's what he thought. I think that's super interesting, but I also just happen to really enjoy Xehanort's design. Xehanort's design is one of the best ones for the fact that it really culminates in so many different ways that make it all make sense, to even feed further into the antithesis theme that Xehanort embodies. He's truly the opposite of the entire Kingdom Hearts world, and this feeds directly into his design as well. Think of all our main characters: Sora, Riku, Kairi, Roxas, Xion, even Axel. All these characters are young, they're hope, they're the future. Meanwhile, the main villain is an old man. Yes, he's very powerful, he's very wise, but in the end, Xehanort really was just an older person with much more experience in the world that thought that he had to change the world for the betterment of the future. And it makes it work so well as he fights against these young paragons of light and hope, while he stands as the old age darkness that wishes to cleanse the world. Then, another thing I do have to praise Xehanort on is pretty much everything that comes to his presentation. Leonard Nimoy does a fantastic job, and after some time, Rutger Hauer and Christopher Lloyd both did a fantastic job picking up the character. It just took time for me to adapt. I believe his voice is fantastic. It's very attention grabbing. His design is obviously very attention grabbing. I think he works as a fantastic opposite. I think all of his boss fights are fantastic, from his one in Birth by Sleep against the Terra that he created, and obviously the one in Kingdom Hearts 3. Every single version of it. The final boss of Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of my favorites in the entire series because of Xehanort. The final big reason I think Xehanort is fantastic is because of what he did for the series, as acting as the ultimate villain. He is the reason for everything, from Ansem to Xemnas to the organization. He created it all. And honestly, I think that's amazing and truly impressive for a single character to do, especially when technically he was introduced very late into the series. Xehanort was shown to us in Birth by Sleep. That was only 2 games before Kingdom Hearts 3, and technically only 1 actual game in 3D Dream Drop Distance. So I think that's very impressive for a single villain to do. The only thing I can ever say I do not like about Xehanort is how his motivation seemed to suddenly shift. While he did always believe that there needed to be a balance between light and darkness, I preferred the idea that he wanted to cause a Keyblade war, get the Keyblade and summon Kingdom Hearts, just to see what would happen. I really prefer that motivation much more than the one we actually get for him, but that's simply a personal preference for me. It's not a fault to the character, and even going back and playing Birth by Sleep again, you can definitely see that Xehanort could most certainly be lying as he goes through that game. But that's it. Xehanort's amazing, and honestly, I can think of no real way to improve him. He's just that good. But that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.